the home of Los Angeles Lakers. You're listening to Purple and Gold Stream, the home of Los Angeles Lakers.
Laker fans, what is going on, Laker fans? Los Angeles come up with the victory against Atlanta Hawks tonight. The game went down to the wire in the fourth quarter. Lakers were down one after the third, and then we went on an 11-0 run and took the lead back. Then we never relinquished that lead until the end, as they take Atlanta Hawks 107-99. Our Lakers are 5-2 in this road trip. I should say it's a successful road trip. What do you think? Any team that has a record of 5-2 during their road trip, 7-game road trip, it's a success. We were bound to have 4-3 if they lost tonight. That back-to-back loss is very critical, but I felt more frustrated after the Detroit game. The Philly game, I didn't think like we had a chance. We were in no business of taking that game. We were lucky that we made some run in the fourth quarter, were able to go down just one, but we were short. Ran out of gas, pretty much. LeBron struggled that game. He went 1 for 12 in the fourth quarter, in the second half. Then LeBron struggled again in the Detroit game. Anthony Davis was out. And, we played a catch-up. As the Lakers like to play catch-up all the time. When they're not careful, when they don't bring the energy they're supposed to, they tend to go catch-up game. And that is hard. That's a high mountain to climb. And usually you don't propel in that kind of game if your energy is not up to the level. Of course, Lakers were gassed out. They were too busy catching up the Detroit Pistons. They gassed out in the fourth quarter. That's what I saw. But tonight it was different. They were able to come back down one, able to secure that lead. They never relinquished their lead until the end. That's what I liked about this game. We had a couple defensive stops. Thanks to Alex Caruso from the bench. And, Atlanta had a great spurt, starting with the Trae Young hitting that logo three. I was like in shock. I knew that Trae Young's capable of hitting that far distance, but didn't think he will actually shoot from that far when they're down. And he had guts to do that. And that actually, made their comeback. They were able to cut to lead to single digit, of course, and they were within the distance. But we kept our poise. We did not give away our lead. We just kept our composure, played our basketball. The Laker basketball, of course. Being dominant on defense, being dominant on offense at both ends. That's how we went down tonight. Let's take a look at the player of the game. Anthony Davis finished with 25.3 block shots, 10 for 14. And Montreal Herald, 19 points, 8 for 9 from field. He had 2 steals. Very consistent effort from Montreal Herald, back-to-back, Boston, and this game. I like the way how our bench is playing this season. We had a third best bench in the league. Unlike last year, we had a very frustrated bench production last year. A couple guys like Kuzma and Rondo was the only reliable bench scorer. This season, we got a couple more guys. The guy that was playing last year stepped up the game, especially Alex Caruso stepped up his three-point jumper. Kyle Kuzma still reliable bench scorer, and he sometimes start as a starting 2 or 4, still provide decent stats either on or off the bench. Let's take a look at some of the highlight from tonight, and then I'll discuss more detail. So Lakers pretty much, had a decent start this game. Of course, they were never down too much. Both teams exchanged a lot of leads. It was like 10 or more times the lead changes. The biggest difference, I think, is the turnovers. Of course, Atlanta Hawks committed 17, Lakers 11. Yeah, we were able to convert 16 points out of their 16 turnovers. They only convert 8. Then fast break points, we were able to take some advantage on our transition basket, 18 to 6. That's still a big gap. And then bench scoring, of course, scores 32 points off the bench thanks to Montreal Herald's 19 points. Alex Caruso provided with 8 points, and those two did most of damage off the bench. Then our starters, we had LeBron, Davis, Schroeder, KCP, all in double figures. Except the Gasol. Gasol's job is not scoring, more like acting as a control tower, passing ball from the top, give a kick out pass, hit some open three. These are stretch, pretty much stretch 5, right? We call it. He's not a good defender in any means necessary. This season especially, he's very slow on his foot, not really helping much in the paint. Like we gave up a lot of points in the paint, not as much as Boston game, but we did give away 52 to 48. So basically we scored 52, they got 48. So that's about season average for us. We give away 48 points every single game this season, and we're not scoring bunch in the paint either. Actually, we're good at scoring in the paint, but we also give away a lot in the paint. So we're like 21st place in terms of giving away points in the paint. That's something we need to fix it. We want to be a championship team this year. We cannot give away the easy 2. When other teams are just willingly drive to the basket and convert it, sometimes it's almost powerless. None of our big men are capable of guarding in the paint. Even Anthony Davis, I think he's the only player that's capable of stopping some guys getting to the paint. But he cannot do it alone. It's a collective effort. The team has to play their effort to stop guy getting to the paint. See, if we score a lot of points, but we also give away a lot of points in the paint, that just doesn't make any easy for us. So basically, in the third quarter, we had the lead, and KCP's 3 basically gave us the 9-point lead. And Atlanta pretty much pushed their tempo, and Trae Young, as usual, he scored 11 points in the third quarter alone. He finished with 25 points. Of course, that is about lower than his average. Right? He scores like 27 a game. And you like that's how easy you're giving him the paint. Even Anthony Davis wasn't able to stop Trae Young getting to the basket. Then Trae Young, with that ball handling skills and being able to float in front of the defender, and we rely on Anthony Davis to do the same. He's got the great floater. And then Welter was open for 3. We keep doing that, just not switching enough to convert, to contest the outside shooter. And then Anthony Davis goes strong inside. I like the way how AD attacked the basket. Of course, Gallinari is capable of hitting 3-pointer in any distance. He's a guy who's known for doing that. He's a stretch 4. And then Trae Young again with the floater. Make it too easy for Trae Young. There we go. Then Trae Young spread the floor and then he kicked out. Open shooter. And Kuzma to Harrell. This was beautiful. 2-man play. Then Lakers up to only the fourth quarter because they had 1 point down and then they take the lead back. Of course, they go 11 and run and take 10-point lead. That was the biggest of the game. And that's the great defensive stuff from Caruso with a steal and then too easy two. Then here we go. Again, Kuzma, LeBron to Harold. Beautiful passing work. And you leave the John Collins open, he will knock it down. And sure, drive, then he converted, no foul call there. And sure again, have the ball on the top. Then he knocks down the mid-range and then foul. He converts a 3-point play. Then here comes Trae Young again. Trae Young, then Capella. Capella played well. He had a double-double tonight. And Trae Young, look, that pass to Cam Reddish, going inside easy. This shot from Trae Young, this wasn't a logo shot. I actually thought that was a logo shot. A great pass inside to Capella. Lakers only up 2 with just 1 minute 50 to go. Then Anthony Davis extend the lead. This is what I said. Lakers never just settled for their lead. They just kept pushing, tried to extend the lead as much as they could. Then Trae Young hit their logo shot. Then LeBron answered back with that 3. The Lakers take 4-point lead. Then there goes that defensive work by KCP. Then LeBron with easy 2. That's another transition basket by Lakers. And then LeBron with a step back 3. Then he misses that. And then Caruso, what a effort. What a hustle from Caruso. Give us that +2. Then Atlanta's, it's too late for them to come back. But they're down 8. And Trae Young even converts 2. But then Lakers take this game, right? 107-99. So that's pretty much how the game went down. As you saw in the highlights, because there are numerous times that Hawks were able to come back, but then we kept our composure, and then we never, took a foot off the gas pedal. All right, that's everything for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will be back with another post-game recap on Thursday. All right, have a good night. Mamba out.